Okay, what we are discussing is that is transpiration. Okay, so we were talking about this stomata, the structure of stomata, how the structure of stomata is there. Let me take the pen. Okay. So stomata are nothing but these are the pores in a plant skin through which water and gases are exchanged with the atmosphere by the plants. Okay. Now this is the stomata. How the structure is there? See, so it is having a two bean shape or a kidney shape guard cells. हा लक्षात घ्या बेटा, काय आहे त्याला, तर दोन बीन शेप किंवा किडनी शेप काय असतील तर गार्ड सेल्स असतील. नाउ दीज आर द गार्ड सेल्स. अरे आपण प्रॉब्लेमॅटिक. So these are the two guard cells are there. Now these two guard cells, they have what? They have a chloroplast. Okay, they have the chloroplast within them. Then the walls are there. This is the outer wall. आता हे मला परत हा पण problematic झालेला आहे. Okay, anyhow. So outer side wall which is there, now it is a somewhat thinner. हा कसा आहे बेटा? It is a thinner one. While the inner one or inner wall which is there, it is somewhat thicker. Inner wall कशी आहे तर thicker आहे. You can see here. So and at the center it has what? Stomatal aperture, or it is, we are going to call it as a pore. त्याला काय म्हणतोय? We call it as a pore. So the pore is there, or sometimes it is also called as a stoma. Sometimes it is also called as what? Stoma. So the outer wall, and to the outside of this guard cell, they shows the presence of what? Epidermal cells. So depending on the number of epidermal cells, the type of stomata is decided, whether it is dumbbell shape, whether it is pericytic, parasitic, okay, euphorbiaceous, graminaceous, all that are the various types of the stomatas are there, and they are decided on the basis of this epidermal cell. So guard cell is consist of the two guard cells, okay, guard cells, and surrounded by means of epidermal cell. Epidermal cells are sometimes also called as accessory cells. त्यांना accessory cells सुद्धा म्हटले जातात. Now one should know the structure of stomata. See the structure of stomata here. Each stoma is surrounded by means of a pair of kidney-shaped guard cells. As I have told you that here they are having the kidney shape, a pair of kidney-shaped guard cells are there. Okay. Each guard cell is modified epidermal cell showing a prominent nucleus. So within that, what is there? So they possesses a nucleus, cytoplasm, and the plastids. So you can see here that is the nucleus is there. Okay. Then thickened inner walls of the guard cell. So two different type of walls are there. Outer one, it is a thinner one, while the inner side of the guard cell, it is a thicker one. And this is the stoma. Stoma means that is the pore or opening. Okay. And guard cell, they also show the presence of what? Chloroplast, that is the plastids. Okay, plastids in the form of the chloroplast are there. Then the wall of the guard cell is differentially thickened, definitely, as it shows the two different type of walls. The inner wall of each guard cell facing the stomata is concave, and it is a thick rigid. Kashi wall hai beta? It is a concave, and it is a thick and rigid one. Which one? The inner one. Inner ji wall असेल, the inner wall ji असेल, it is a thicker. It is a thicker one, and it is a concave type of inner wall is there. Okay. The guard cells are surrounded by a variable number of epidermal cells called as a subsidiary cells, or sometimes accessory cells. So this is all about a structure of stomata. Question definitely going to be asked. Either they ask for what? Either for ask for what? The draw a well labeled neat diagram of a structure of stomata. त्यावेळेस तुम्हाला ही डायग्राम काढायची आहे. ज्यावेळेस समजा डायग्राम जर का विचारली तर, आणि त्यांनी जर का एक्सप्लेनेशन विचारलं तर स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ स्टोमाटा एक्सप्लेनेशन जर विचारलं तर हा एक्सप्लेनेशन लिहायचं आहे. सो द इच स्टोमा म्हणजे काय? हा ओपनिंग is surrounded by means of what? A pair of kidney shaped guard cells. Each guard cell is a modified epidermal cell showing a prominent nucleus will be there, then the cytoplasm and the plastids in the form of chloroplast. The wall of the guard cell is differentially thickened. The inner wall of each guard cell facing the stomata is a concave and it is a rigid and thicker one, while the outermost layer it is a somewhat a thinner one. The guard cell are surrounded by means of variable number of epidermal cell called as a subsidiary cell. So this much amount of writing should be done when they ask for the structure of stomata. समजा structure of stomata जर विचारला तर तुम्हाला हा एवढं लिहिता आलं पाहिजे बेटा. Now here see how the opening and closing is there. So open stomata, when you are going to say it is open stomata, when the stoma is like this, okay, opening is there. Stomata is or stoma is closed. कधी म्हणायचं? So when it is somewhat like this. So इथे कुठल्याही प्रकारचं ओपनिंग तुम्हाला बघायला मिळत नाही. Both the guard cells, they are come to vicinity of one another or they get jointed. Okay, now this is all due to what? Due to this thickened inner wall layer. Okay, now how the opening and closing is going to take place, that we are going to discuss. So opening and closing of stomata, who is going to control this? Who is going to control this opening and closing of stomata? So opening and closing of stomata takes place due to the changes in a turgor pressure of guard cells. हा जो guard cells असतात, या guard cells मध्ये turgor pressure is playing very important role in the opening and closing. So as we know that during a daytime the stomatas are open. ज्यावेळेस डे टाइम असतो बेटा त्यावेळेस काय असतं तर स्टोमाटा ओपन असतं म्हणतो आपण. नेमकं काय घडतं त्यावेळेस? Why they are open in only a day period? So water from the subsidiary cell म्हणजे जे बाजूला या सेल्स असतात त्या. नेमकं माझं आज हा व्यवस्थित काम करत नाहीये पॉइंटर. ओके, मी काढायला जातोय एकीकडे ते बघ आणि तो जातो okay, so water from a subsidiary cells enters the guard cell making the guard cell fully turgid. So during daytime this process is going to be happen. What is that? So water from subsidiary cell म्हणजे कुठले बेटा? guard cellच्या बाहेरच्या बाजूला जे लागलेले आहेत. Now that cells, okay, that water from that subsidiary cell enter into the guard cell. Guard cell मध्ये काय होतं तर आवाज नाही येत आहे? हॅलो, आवाज नाही येत आहे का? ओके, नाही आता कोणतरी बोललं. ठीक आहे, ओके. सो वॉटर फ्रॉम सबसिडरी सेल इंटर्स द गार्ड सेल, म्हणजे या बाहेरून जे तुमचे जे सबसिडरी सेल असतील किंवा इपिडर्मल सेल असतील, इथून जो असेल तो वॉटर कुठे इंटर केला जातो तर या गार्ड सेलमध्ये इंटर होतो. आता ज्यावेळेस गार्ड सेलमध्ये इंटर होतो त्यावेळेस ॲज वी नो दॅट द इनर वॉल कशी आहे बेटा? इनर वॉल याची ही इथली इट इज अ थिकर वन. ओके, so when the water is enter inside it and when that guard cells gain a turgidity, ज्यावेळेस त्यांच्यामध्ये टर्जिडिटी होते. आता टर्जिडिटी झाल्यामुळे आणि इकडची बाजू जाडसर आहे, इकडची बाजू ही जाड आहे. जाड असल्यामुळे काय होत आहे तर ही जी बाजू असेल इकडची ती बल्ज होते म्हणजे इकडच्या बाजूला ती टर्जिड होत जाते, फुगत जाते या बाजूने. दॅट्स वाय दे श्रिंकेज कसा होतो अशा ना प्रेस केल्यासारखं, कंप्रेस केल्यासारखं तसा स्ट्रक्चर होतो. अँड ड्यू टू विच दॅट गार्ड सेल्स गेट ओपन, गार्ड सेल गेट फुल्ली टर्जिड मेकिंग द गार्ड सेल फुल टर्जिड अँड द स्टोमाटा गेट ओपन. अशा प्रकारे ही स्टोमाटा ओपन होते. At the meanwhile, when the night period begins, at that time during night what is going to happen? So water from the guard cell enter the subsidiary cell. Vice versa case hota hai ताई. Vice versa, that means here the water from the guard cell it is taken back to the again what to the your subsidiary cells. जे subsidiary cells असतात त्यामध्ये परत तो पाणी टाकला जातो and as a result the guard cells become flaccid. आणि त्यामुळे गार्ड सेल काय होतात तर फ्लॅसिड होतात. फ्लॅसिड म्हणजे टर्जिडिटी त्याची निघून जाते. सो दे बिकम फ्लॅटर वन अँड द गार्ड सेल्स कम क्लोजर टू वन अनदर अँड ॲज अ रिझल्ट व्हॉट इज गोइंग टू हॅपन हियर? स्टोमाटा गेट क्लोज. सो ड्युरिंग डे पिरियड अँड ड्युरिंग अ नाईट पिरियड. पण आता हा जो वॉटर आतमध्ये येतोय आणि गार्ड सेल्स फुगतात किंवा दे बिकम द टर्जिड. नाउ बिहाइंड दिस ऑल्सो or for this various theories have been put forth to explain this mechanism. वेगवेगळ्या थेअरीज मांडल्या गेल्या आहेत की कशा प्रकारे ओपनिंग आणि क्लोजिंग ऑफ स्टोमाटा इज गोइंग टू बी अकर. सो दॅट वी हॅव टू सी. Here, see these both the structures, or open stomata and the closed stomata. These both are shown here. So this is stoma. Opening म्हणजेच काही नसून काय असेल बेटा? Now this is called as a stoma. What we can observe among the these guard cells? So it has nucleus, then the chloroplast, then vacuole, guard cells, and the cell wall. So that are the apparatus which are the parts of the guard cells. Moving toward the next mechanism of opening and closing of stomata. Mechanism of opening and closing of stomata. How these stomatas are open and they are closed. So to explain this, various theories or many theories have been put forth. फार वेगवेगळ्या theories इथे मांडल्या गेलेल्या आहेत regarding opening and closing of stomata. Some important theories are given below. या चार वेगवेगळ्या प्रकारच्या theories इथे मांडल्या गेल्या बेटा. Theory of photosynthesis in a guard cell, then starch sugar interconversion theory, then theory of glycolate metabolism, then active potassium transport ion concept. Now out of these four theories we have जो रेड कलर केले गेलेले आहेत या दोन theories आपल्याला आता या सिलेबसला बघायच्या आहेत. फर्स्ट वन इज व्हॉट? स्टार्च शुगर इंटरकन्वर्जन theory, starch sugar interconversion theory, and active potassium transport concept, active potassium ion transport ion concept. या दोन theories ज्या असतील त्या आता आपल्याला बघायच्या. So the first one is what? Starch sugar interconversion theory. Just starch sugar interconversion theory. Now according to the Layard, the person, this Layard in 1908, according to him, turgidity of guard cell is depends on interconversion of starch and sugar. ही जी टर्जिडिटी जे गेन होत आहे, जो मगाशी आपण बघितलं की ड्यूरिंग अ डे पीरियड water from the subsidiary cells is going to enter within the guard cell. Okay, now that entering of water into the guard cell, it is depends on what? Interconversion of starch. It is due to what? Due to the interconversion of starch into sugar, and in a night period from sugar to starch. Now that is he has put forth. Starch hydrolysis theory is the classical theory, and it is what it was originally proposed by Sayre. तर ही theory सर्वात आधी कोणी मांडली होती बेटा? तर ती सायरेनी मांडलेली होती in 1923. Okay, this Layard has put forth this theory, but later on this hydrolysis is going to, hydrolysis means conversion. Okay, starchचं conversion होतंय कशामध्ये? तर शुगर मध्ये होतंय. हे कोणी मांडली? तर सायरेनी मांडली. And later on the person, this Stewart has modified this theory. तुम्हाला जर समजा प्रश्न विचारला तर हे दोन नाव विचारलं नाही बेटा. ते लायड आणि सायरे विचारणार नाही. They will ask, give a Stewart's theory of starch sugar interconversion. Okay, or explain the Stewart's theory of closing and opening of stomata. असं विचारू शकतात. किंवा starch interconvertible into sugar and sugar interconvertible into the starch. अशा प्रकारे एक प्रश्न विचारला जाऊ शकतो. So or they may ask who has put forth the theory of starch sugar interconversion. Then you don't write this person's name. Okay, Layard आणि सायरे हे नाव नाही लिहायचे आहेत. You have to write down what? Stewart. Okay, मी यावरती जोर यासाठी देतोय because most of the time they have asked the question on this. याच्यावरती प्रश्न विचारले गेलेले आहेत. Okay, MCQ मध्ये Stewart theory, that is starch interconvertible into the sugar or interconversion theory ज्याला म्हटलं जातो तो. Okay, according to this, what is going to happen? So guard cells contain starch. Guard cell मध्ये काय बेटा? Starch आहे at the night period. Okay, which is hydrolyzed to form a glucose. त्याचा hydrolysis केला जातो and that is converted into the glucose under high pH. High pH मध्ये, just wait. Hello sir. हो. हा हा नीलच आलाय म्हणून टाकलं गेलं नाही. बर चालेल. So here in day period, what is going to happen? As the guard cell, they contain starch, which is hydrolyzed to form the glucose under high pH. It is caused due to what? Due to the reduction in carbon dioxide concentration, that is CO2 concentration is reduced. Okay, here this CO2 concentration is reduced. That's why here the pH is gained here, and that's why the starch is converted into glucose. The CO2 concentration is reduced due to the process of photosynthesis. Why that CO2 concentration is reduced? So because of the photosynthesis. Now all these हे सर्व आता याच्यामध्ये बघा काय काय शब्द आले बेटा. Conversion of starch into glucose, okay, first. Then high pH, okay, carbon dioxide concentration which is reduced, and photosynthesis. Now all these terms are correlated. आता कशा प्रकारचं कोरिलेशन आहे ते थोडक्यात मी तुम्हाला सांगतो बघा. Now what is photosynthesis? So photosynthesis is the process where plants synthesize their own food material in the presence of CO2 plus H2. Okay. Now in the process of respiration, here CO2 is released. CO2 काय केलं जातं बेटा? Release केलं जातं. Now in that process of respiration, that CO2 which is released, that is accumulated in this guard cell. Guard cell मध्ये हे सर्व घडत आहे. Guard cell मध्ये तो accumulate होतो कधी? Night period. But as soon as the day period begins, now in day period photosynthesis start. आता photosynthesis काय करेल? तर जो काही त्यामध्ये असणारा CO2 असेल तो वापरून तो स्वतः फूड जो असेल तो सिंथेसाइज करण्याचं काम करतो. So as the CO2 which is accumulated in that guard cell, as it is utilized, definitely the concentration of CO2 will be reduced, which will, due to which what is going to happen? The pH become high, and in that such a pH, the starch is converted into the glucose. Okay, starch is converted into the glucose. And what is going to happen in a night period? Night period मध्ये उलटी कंडिशन आहे. Definitely photosynthesis stop झाली म्हणजे utilization of CO2 will also reduce. CO2 चं utilization आता काय होईल तर reduce होईल. That means what? Concentration of CO2 definitely is going to increase. त्यामुळे pH काय होईल? pH ही लो होईल. आणि pH जर का लो झाली तर जो ग्लुकोज फॉर्म झालेला होता त्या ग्लुकोजचं फॉर्मेशन कशामध्ये होईल बेटा? परत स्टार्च. नाउ दॅट्स वाय as here the interconversion in a day and night period is taking place here, from starch to sugar and again sugar to starch. That's why it is called as interconversion theory. कळतंय? काही पोरांनो कळतंय का? Starch interconversion or starch to sugar and sugar to starch, that is interconversion theory. मला वाटते सर्व आवाज येत नाही वाटते माझं तुम्हाला लोकांना. Anyway, so here the glucose increases. Now this is going to happen in what? In a day period. हे सर्व कधी घडतं बेटा? Day period. The osmotic concentration and hence DPD of guard cells also get increases definitely, and they absorb the water from the epidermis. त्यामुळे काय होतंय तर इथला जो डीपीडी जो असेल तो वाढला आणि त्यामुळे तो वॉटर जो असेल इपिडर्मल सेल पासून वॉटर ऍब्झॉर्ब केला जातो बाय मीन्स ऑफ द गार्ड सेल, अँड दे गेट स्वेल अप अँड दस द स्टोमाटा गेट ओपन, and thus what is going to happen here? The stomatas are open due to this. Okay, then this Stewart modified the theory and suggested that closing movement requires the ATP. Now this is starch it is converted into the sugar, and again sugar is converted into a starch. So day period मध्ये starch चं sugar मध्ये conversion होतो आणि night period मध्ये sugar चं starch मध्ये conversion होतो. Now that is the starch sugar interconversion theory. Now once again, now during daytime, see what is going to happen. According to this theory, the CO2 released in a respiration, okay, it is utilized in the process of photosynthesis, okay, which makes the medium of the guard cell